Mm. Hi, welcome. Holy Souls in physical form. Yes, once again, this is your designated host, Sunshine M, and welcome to our channel, all right? And today we will be getting onto our boats, our ships, from wherever you are across the globe, and we are going directly to Somalia. And yes, you've guessed it right. Their language is Somali. So, Subax Wanaagsan, Galab Wanaagsan, Fiid Wanaagsan, Habeen Wanagsan, meaning good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and definitely sure good night from wherever you are across the globe. And their origin, let me just invite you and just to let you know about them. So if you have a friend, a cousin, a niece, or if you are of the Somali clan, then here you are, there you go. According to most scholars, the ancient land of Punt and its native inhabitants formed part of the ethnogenesis of the Somali people. The ancient Puntaites were a nation of people that had close relations with pharaonic Egypt during the times of Pharaoh Sahur and Queen Hatshepsut. We learn here. So, if you guys listened to the video I made prior, it was kind of forceful and kind of like, yeah. Forgive me for fighting where I was, but I just feel like it's enough now. I guess maybe that is why I had to get back to my channel, because I have to express what it is that I feel like we need to start fixing and amending. Take it with a grain of salt or don't take it at all. At this point, I don't really care, as long as I pass on the divine message that I've sent to do from God. So I wanted to speak about concubines. If you guys listened to the prior video, I was actually talking about attachments, karmic attachments, fucking and sleeping with anything and everyone. It's attachments, things that we cling on to, things that we allow ourselves. And you guys know where I'm going with this, right? Anyway, concubines. So I'm actually going to read a bit about what concubines are. So when I start to emphasize more about it, then you guys have a better understanding as to where I'm going with this. Take it, don't take it. Just don't send nothing onto my comments. Don't even say shit to my pages. Just leave it as is. If you approve, you approve. Thank you, Lord. If you don't, hey, the karma just catches up. There's nothing wrong with it. God does his work. He always does. So, concubines. The origins of a male to hold a concubine were for sexual pleasure and to ensure numerous children. Mostly concubines served to satisfy sexual pleasure, since any children that resulted from a mistress was considered illegitimate and, unless allowed by their father, had no rights of inheritance. So technically, concubines, 0303, may we find balance spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Concubines originated because men just wanted a lot of kids. And the men that I'm talking about are the karmic ones, obviously. Men who just can't keep their thing in their pants. Seeing that nowadays the concubines have spread so vastly to a point where even women, it don't matter whether you're a concubine or not, you've created, you've made yourself become one. You've made yourself an origin 0344. God protect me, because what I'm saying and what I'm going to be taking out is going to be a whole lot of awakenings. Most of you women have degraded and belittled yourself so much unto the eye, not only from yourself, not only from your kids, but holistically. You've become the talk of the town because you are such a hoe. You become the talk of the town because you can't just keep your legs closed. You are one of those, when you walk into the room, it's like, there she comes, there she goes. People take their men, their kids, anything that has a penis in it, they take and they leave because your presence is there. That's how loose you are. Concubines were created for a purpose and a reason, because men who were karmics and women who were jealous because they themselves did not have enough patience for themselves to wait for the right partner. They did not have enough courage and love for themselves, that they felt the need to actually coexist in a marriage that was not even meant for them. 0444 on the timer. Now you have become that. You have become that karmic tick You know a tick, that insect? The one that sucks your... Yeah. You've become a tick. And they're quite disgusting, by the way. You've become that in households, in your community. You are literally a walking, talking, selling prostitute. And you don't even have to stand at the corner. You don't. You know, I have a Facebook account. Well, for those who do know, 5:33 on the timer. I have a Facebook account, and I see... I actually unfollowed this girl. I unfollowed her. I blocked her. 0545. I unfollowed her. I blocked her. I didn't even want to say anything. Usually I express I'm very expressive, especially now that I'm here to do God's bidding. That's what I said I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it wholly, fully, and without shame or fear for those who think that they can come after me. I'm divinely protected. Do your thing. Every time that woman posts, or that girl, or that thing, whenever she posts, she's half naked, showing ass, showing boobs, she's forever showing something. And then tomorrow she wants a husband, a faithful one at that. How? There's this video on Instagram. The comments that were there, 0644, it proved so much. I don't know what you guys call in America, Powerball season or whatever. And this guy is just flashing out money. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's throwing money everywhere. Bragging that, hey, and there's bottles and there's whatever. Grown women that have kids. That is an aunt to somebody. You have a niece, a nephew who looks up to you. Or that you even raised 717. Grown as women acting like loose as concubines, lifting up their tops, taking off their shorts, twerking, 727, twerking, showing ass in front of the people. You guys can point fingers and be like, but so-and-so did this and they did that. Yeah, I'm talking about this specific issue that I saw that affected me negatively. That made me actually sit with my daughter down and be like, if I ever see you do anything of this sort, you should know that I disown you effective immediately. I speak to my daughter. I have 2 daughters and a son. I speak to them. I speak to my kids. They are supposed to be much better than what we are, 8-11. They're supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow in a beautiful and more profound and a more ordained manner. I'm supposed to do my duty as a parent. I have nieces and nephews that look up to me. I've changed my life, not only for them, but most as for me. Then after me, knowing what is going on with myself, where I'm supposed to be, then I was like, no way. There's God. I changed myself to be the better version of me so that I can be that protocol that God wants to use unto the world. To show the world that we are much better than what we say we are. We are much better than what we perceive ourselves to be. 858. Can you guys please keep looking up these numbers? I'm not saying them for fun. Look them up. And then it dawned on me that I'm also changing because I have a lot of people who look up to me that I'm meant to build. And that starts within my own household. For my own kids. Already I have comic fucking family, so I might as well prove myself correct. To show them that they can never do harm unto me because I'm fucking powerful. 9:33. I've disappointed so much people because I've changed, because I chose to know God. Because God lives within me. I'm part of Him. I'm from Him. And because of that, I can teach my kids, I can teach my nieces and nephews, and all these other kids 10 on the dot. I have a community of young boys and young girls who knew me prior to me being this today. Just by me incorporating change into my life and choosing to know God to fix me, I've caused a rift. Whereby it's difficult for people to say they have no one to look up to change their own lives. Then you find grown-ass aunts, mothers, twerking on stages, Instagram, twerking and doing splits while you're pregnant. The fuck is this? What's wrong with you, women? You disgust me, man. What is wrong with you? Where's your sense of dignity? What is wrong with you saying no and choosing you? We have chased money. I was raised by a woman. May her soul rest in eternal peace. She was not perfect, but damn, my mother did not sell ass to look after me or my siblings. My mother didn't sit around and be like, I want a rich man, then she dresses and the fuck is this? Social media was made as a point of expression. In a good way, whereby we feed each other beautiful information about technology, about growing as a person, learning as a person. There's so much things we can learn unto the AI world that we are living in today. Artificial intelligence is not here just for us to be posting nudes and doing the most awkward and funniest shit ever. Doing videos about menage a trois with men and women and goats and pigs, 11:55. Social media is actually, the AI world has been incorporated now in order for us to simplify how we do things, to go around the globe just by you sitting in the comfort of your own home like I'm doing. When I teach about language, I'm taking you to another country. Use your mind. I'm taking you to another world. It's to teach, to empower. What the fuck are we doing, guys? Women, we have become such a poison. Look on every social media platform. They talk about how women have dated. No woman is going to date you if you are broke, if you are this, if you are that. Is that all that we are? Money? Is that all 12:55? Is that all that we are? Money? We have degraded our standards that our ancestors built for us. We have broken what a beautiful being a woman is. You bring life unto this plane. You build. We are builders. We are creators. A man can't birth a child. We are the most precious gem that God has ever created. A woman. The power you hold. Exceptional. And yet we out here, power balls or whatever, lifting up tops, showing boobs, asses, twerking on stages while we are pregnant, doing splits. We are fucking disgusting. We have broken the beauty that God has placed upon our lives. Please hear me. We are not perfect, but this is bullshit. It's disgusting. We are degrading ourselves in such a way whereby even if a man sees a beautiful woman, they're like, oh, watch out, that bitch probably just wants money. Like we can't do for ourselves. Most of you guys were raised by a woman who had like 3 jobs, 4 jobs. And you can't even get one? Or you can't even hold one? Nevertheless, you don't even want one? What you want is just to be a bloody leech, suck on a rich man. They work for their shit. What the fuck are you doing? selling ass, and you call that a job? What is going on, guys? What are we doing? I know this world that we're living in right now it's different. It's shockingly different at that. Every day I wake up, I'm like, whoa, 15:15 on the timer. Every day I open my eyes, there's something going on. It's like, what happened? Why are we doing this to each other? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Lord, help humanity. I'm going to keep saying this. There's only 144,000 of us. And by us, I mean the divine ones. The ones who are sent here to help change humanity for the better. And yet we've been beaten, bruised, battered, and we're still standing and still doing God's duty. We're not perfect either. We've made mistakes. But as a person, you have to evolve. You cannot still be that person you were 5 years ago. Do you guys know a person, every 5 years you change? You're bound to change. Something different happens in your life. Every 5 years, an improvement or a decline happens in a person's life, depending on how you go about it. Concubines. Subax Wanaagsan, Galab Wanaagsan, Fiid Wanaagsan, Habeen Wanaagan. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Holy souls in physical form, come on now. Let's do better. Be good. Be blessed. As you do know, always put the Most High first. He does deserve it. And you deserve to change.